Hi there, signs of Aquarius. This is Kim here with your May reading for the month. Sorry I'm a little late getting this out to you. I normally would want to get this before the month started, but it is what it is. Let's open up to your spirit guides and your angels and get messages for the month of May 2026. I hope you guys are doing great. Judge. Oh. I mean, just right off the bat, I get like a possible run-in with authority or an authority figure where somebody else is making some kind of judgment call, and it's, I don't know, there may be a little bit of a storm here because of that. Because you have your own decisions to make, and there is a storm. The storm is usually something, well, I don't want to say external because, you know, it can be internal too, having a certain storm, but there needs to be a decision, right? There has to be a decision that is made using wisdom. So let's say wisdom, and then the crone comes out here. Okay. So, I mean, you do have wisdom if you were the crone energy, that archetype. Just because it's females mainly on the maiden mother crone. If you think about it, I mean, unless you know a male version of how to explain that trifecta, I don't. So how I see the crone is that it may be talking about a male too here, but this is somebody who is very wise, and they have good advice. I don't know, I'm getting like a mentor vibe from this person. You can be this person though too. So I have the unseen here on the bottom. It's the unseen. I guess we just need to go ahead and get into clarifying, because I want to know more about what the storm is. What's going on? What is causing the storm? What is this? Hang on one second. As I said, I'm going to move on, but hang on. Let me look it up real quick. The storm. Oh, they're wanting me to read the unseen, because it went straight to the unseen here. The spirit, the ancestor, the eternal means you. Oh, clairvoyance, guidance, clairvoyant guidance, whispers of wisdom. This is you. I mean, I truly feel like, yes, you have guides, but you here listening to this are an old soul. You are the spirit. You are the spirit that makes all magic happen. The storm. Life gets stormy sometimes. It does. The chaos, the whirlwind, the disorder. Everything that was solid or known or relied upon became stripped away by the winds of fate. Good Lordy. The ground becomes the sky becomes the center, and then the center disappears, and the storm is the great equalizer. No matter how far we've come on our path, no matter our age, wealth, or wisdom, we can't hide from its savage winds. You must wait it out. Meaningful obliteration or annihilation. Go within. Seek temporary shelter or a reliable friend. So we do have this energy here of maybe a person or somebody that's helping with this. So I don't know, you all. I'm getting more of a. I'm getting more of a feeling like this is like a internal storm that's going on. It's something going on with you, and it's unseen. So this could be something where it's our thoughts, our emotions. It's something stormy, but it's like within ourselves. What everybody else sees might be surface level, and so everything might look like it's in order because there's something that you're not showing, or Yeah, 528 hertz, which is the love frequency. Unity, magnetic field. Well, you're just attracting all kinds of things to you right now. A lot of love, that's good. A lot of love, a lot of togetherness. Magnetic field is like you're pulling things into you. I would say advice-wise with this card being on the bottom, the black body, is to not be giving too much of your energy without getting the amount out. The star. I like the star because the star is you anyway, but they have like a different way of... So you're pulling things into your orbit, and you have this beautiful love 5D frequency going on here. The star says, the celestial body that shines its own light. The word star has been used for a long time to refer to someone as lucky. It is a magical wild card. It stands out against everything and everyone. The star brings light, and it acts as a guide for all those who accompany it. So you are guiding with your wisdom. And maybe you're guiding a situation where it's a bit of a storm and people are looking to you for like your leadership or your brilliance here. As it says, the star acts as a guide for all that accompany it. The star shines with unique pulse and surrounds the vast night with its enveloping light, leadership and brilliance, spirituality and faith. Activate the 333 portal and be thankful. And I will mention too, DNA is really, this 528 hertz, it can be talking about, yeah, the return to the human DNA to its original divine blueprint. So the original divine blueprint, that is the energy, that is the consciousness that we are, well, waking up to, that we can tune into it. So it's like a frequency, like we're on a, like a radio, like a radio as souls. And here collectively, we all dream, right? So when we all get tuned into that frequency, things work out better for everybody. But that means all kinds of things. That's 12-strand DNA that's talking about getting back to the abilities that you had before any fear or thought manipulation, you know, came into play. Like before all of that, you knew you were the one that was always in control of your own divinity and of your experience. But so much manipulation and messing around has happened that there's a lot of people that are, I know this sounds like a collective read now, but there's a lot of people who wanted to control the narrative, and the reason being is because if they could control the thought or what you believed in, then they could say you have 99% of all of the food is given to 1% of people. You see how disproportionate it is? Well, they want to stay having the majority, right? So they need things to run a certain way, and now people are tapping into a different frequency, and it's breaking out of like control, and it's breaking out of programs that didn't include your divine DNA. So everybody like that's uniting and embracing in this new frequency, you're quite literally changing this earth. Right. So just went off on a little bit of a tangent there. The crone also can mean the witch. It can mean the witch. Now, it can be talking about Wiccan, magic. I'm thinking Hecate here. I'm thinking Crossroads, a very smart person, intelligent, able to navigate, you know, darkness and light. But the reason I say Hecate, I just feel like there's an energy that's trying to help you with the decision that you have to make. The advocate. Yeah, see, the judge's energy could be a seed of racism, bigotry, and fear-mongering, building walls to divide people. This is like the opposite. This is not dividing. This is unity. Only through dividing did certain people get to control the narrative and get to control most of the power. So like your energy can see right through all of that. It's like you're on board. You're here for this all to shift, right? Yeah, the witch, the sage. Awakening the crone energy is dangerously rich and unapologetically magic. Magic, clairvoyance, psychic, intuitive, and wise. And you had clairvoyant visions too with the unseen. So, you know, it's funny. Isn't there a song by 21 Pilots? You're the judge. Oh, set me free. Oh gosh, why death magic? Why even that type of card? Why even? Surprise, manifestation, death magic, or somebody that wanted to try to do you harm, but I would say unsuccessful. I don't think it means like ending to a life. I think that this card, well, when I see that card, it means to me that somebody has tried to put an end to something for you, or tried to end some, maybe it was a project, maybe it was a position, or even a relationship, or get in the way. But I don't think they were successful, right? Because you're protected. Because you're protected. Because you carry this frequency. So sometimes you might feel like you are a target, or like others don't. Like, so for you, you already know how powerful you are. Like, but others don't still. So that's why having you shine like the star you are, it being authentic and using your own divinity is threatening to some, with the agenda of control, suppress, oppress, limit, disconnect as much as they can, a connection to source energy, creator energy, and your connection. So that there's a reason that some people wouldn't want you to shine, or would want to try to end something that you have started. I don't think it's, yeah, they're not going to be successful. Your wisdom is what's needed right now. Your judgment. Have a love offer. You have a love offer coming in. Cup of love. It's pretty big ace of cups, you know, from the universe here. Let's see what it is. Let me use another deck. I've got so many decks out here. Let's use another deck. I have hammock. Wow, that's a big one. Because it says self-actualization. That's huge. That's huge. If you're getting to that point in life, wow. They want you to know that you're supported. And you know, it's interesting. That hammock looks like the frequency to me of the 528 hertz. So it's like you're being supported in this new frequency that is gaining power, strength. So they want you to take as much rest or time off as possible as you can. And if you feel like you're, you know, like there's this stormy energy, know that it will subside, and that you are in between two things at this time. And what you are realizing is who you are actually, which is not the story. It is not the cycles. It's not any, basically anything that you think it was. It's not. So you're very powerful when you know exactly who you are, and that's what's radiating. Yeah, authenticity. Yeah, these people, man, I don't know who this was, but you have the energy here of somebody that has tried to silence you or control or even persecute you. So this could even be on that level of like bigotry, right? Like that judgy energy. People that just like to persecute or limit other people's freedoms, right? It's division. So they're saying with this new frequency, that's going to be putting this whole past chapter, it's this false narrative that people think is the truth, when it's just buying into certain ideas and beliefs, right? I was thinking about that today. I was thinking, and you know, I have nothing, look, I don't have any problem with some people having money, but I do see like the great, like what we have created here as being this great divide, like huge divide between some people having a whole lot, maybe like the K thing, and then some people having like almost nothing. And I thought to myself, I was like, you know, these people, they need you to believe that they are wealthy before they even really have their wealth, if you think about it. If they can get you to believe, see, that we all are actors on this play, but if someone can get you to believe that this person is special, this person sings better than another person, this person, whatever it is, that belief is what makes that person have that much money or fame. Or so all we have to do to change the distribution of how all of this money is going around is simply change our beliefs about who is and who isn't worthy. You see what I'm saying? So we have bought into a belief system that idolizes, and then we separate ourselves, then we're not left with much, you know. And you don't want to just be a part of the herd. Sorry, I went off on a little tangent there. A little tangent. So the beliefs and this thought experiment, it can change with the collective dreaming frequency changing to 528 hertz. It will be more inclusive. You'll have less division that's on extreme poles. In fact, they may be moved to a different type of earth through death, through any kind of means where you know, your frequency does not vibe with people anymore. Dynamite. Excitement, passion, action, suspense, destroy, powder keg, fantastic, energetic, breakup. You are, this is you. You are the catalyst for change. You are here, and whatever your energy is doing, you all are, you are the catalyst for change that's bringing unexpected, fast change coming in. This is what you have been preparing for as an old soul for many lifetimes. And it's here. Hot air balloon. Ascension's here too. Ascension. Going within. Balancing out. Feeling uplifted. Feeling the freedom. And if you don't feel that, it's because these are the things we're working on as a collective. Right? To expose the fear and the lies and the manipulations. We're supposed to be doing that at this time, I feel. We're supposed to be calling people out for that if they need to, as being something that's, you know, like a fear virus. We don't, that's what's changing. We really don't have room for it in this new frequency. We just don't. And it's almost become to a point where it's like laughable, you know. Woo. New way to invest, Spirit's saying. New way to invest. Here's the seed. Page of Pentacles. Here's your seed. Money in new hands. 2. What will you do with it? What will you do with the money? Wow. 9 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups. The Knight of Cups. And I honestly think right when you thought, oh my, I'm throwing the towel in, I'm stopping, I'm giving up, right when that happens, it's like, whoa, news or message here that you know is going to increase like income. And also that when I talk about you will be very wealthy, I'm talking about that the energy is finally here to really support what frequency you're bringing in. and divine wealth transfer. Seems like it's here. This is the transfer, and it will change everything. Knight of Cups, unexpected offer given, something that pleases you, makes you feel like, okay, this is the direction. This could be a proposal or something proposed to you, an offer comes out of the blue. You do have love offer. You have Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. Both can be applied to, well, this is like passion, and it can mean romance, passion, you know, desire, and then love, a big cup of love. So, yeah, anything else you want to pull? Let's pull from the White Light Oracle. Yeah, you have to believe somebody is wealthy. They have to get you to believe it first. And there's all these other puppet masters behind this, you know, behind the stage. But if they can't get you to believe in someone, which they have many different ways of manipulating, then usually they target like children, and that's sad, but that's, you know, that's just something that they have done for a long time. When they don't have that belief there, things falling apart. The storm might very well be things falling apart for these forces that were in control for a very long time through manipulation and lying. There's your wisdom again. Perfume of Sophia. It's your wisdom. Pearl of Sorrow. Pearl of Sorrow. Pearl of Sorrow. Taking responsibility for your experiences empowers you. You're going to resolve an issue through spiritual inspiration and higher guidance. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. Have courage and commitment to your awakening, for you are a precious being and can go far on this path in this lifetime. Sharo, Tibetan word meaning to arise, manifest, and shine. Just like that star energy. This is huge. Huge self-transformation, and it's transforming everything. The perfume of Sophia. I think this is about... Okay, let me see. So she is about wisdom. Or, yeah, wisdom. Perfume, well, they're talking about Gnostics. Then they're talking about Sophia. Like the bride. Sophia. You will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take to create space for healing and resolution. Connect your body and ground yourself in the here and now with body-friendly practices. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even through a confusing circumstance, where one moment you are sure the answer is no, and then the next moment you are sure it's yes. Give up trying to figure out the answer right now and remain open. With positive and relaxed expectation, that clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. So that's what I have for you all. If you're interested in a private reading, by the way, the information is in the description box below. They are pre-recorded videos, kind of like this, but it is, you know, based on your energy. You put in the notes section at checkout what you would like to know about the reading. And I will see you next time. Sending you love and light. Bye, Aquarius.